On Christmas Day 2019, the Metro Police Department were contacted pertaining to a missing person, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon was 25 years old. His parents report him missing because he had not shown up for a Christmas brunch, and they indicated that this was very out of character.
Something I always admired about Kevin is he was never afraid to express himself. He was not afraid to be this big, bald man with a pink polo and a purse and his nails done.
Kevin was just one of my truest, closest friends that I ever had. He was just very vibrant, and he always had an opinion about everything.
When I first met Kevin, his major was psychology. He would spread awareness about important topics like the LGBTQ community and sexual violence prevention. His passion was helping people.
So Kevin's phone was handed over to the Michigan State Police Computer Crimes Lab. And on the phone, they found a chat log from a mobile dating app.
There was one person in particular that Kevin had been communicating with.
They were looking to have a date and have a consensual sexual encounter.
There was banter back and forth about where they were going to meet. And it did suggest that he was going to pick Kevin up and transport him back to his home.
And they were able to identify that it was a resident in Michigan, Mark Latunsky. We learned he was a 50-year-old divorced male. He was known to run different online sex forums, almost like a male escort type scenario.
I remember there being some lights on. We just made a silent approach. We knocked. Mark Latunsky answered, and we'd explained to him we were investigating a missing persons complaint with Kevin Bacon, asked consent to search the house, and Mark Latunsky granted it. Me and one of the other officers remained with Mr. Latunsky, just conversating with him. While they were searching the home, Mark appeared very calm and collected, not nervous whatsoever. His Christmas tree was still up. We were talking about that.
28. Can we get some sort of update for EMS?
Central, this is most likely a K. We're going to treat this as a homicide.
When I arrived on scene, we were taken to a secluded room on the north side of the house. The room had a sliding barn door that only locked from the outside. So if the searching officers were not really thorough, it very easily could have been missed.
I remember thinking to myself, what in the world are we looking at?
The body was found at the far end of that room. He was nude, and he was hanging from his feet by the ceiling of the basement. There was a trap door that had been opened, exposing sand and dirt. And there was a dried pooled blood directly below the body.
He had been hanging there for a while, but initially, we couldn't see the injuries that he had.
The victim had lots of tattoos on his body, so we matched the tattoos and hair to the missing person flyer, and that was how they identified Kevin.
It was just completely evil. I mean, who could have done that to somebody?
I felt a lot of pressure. Kevin's dead. He's got a family. They're going to want answers. I don't have them at all. I just broadly asked him who was the man in the basement and left it open-ended and let him kind of direct his thought process.
You don't know how many times I have, and it brings me to tears a little bit because, you know, you talk to them and you realize how a person's life goes. You know, but in talking to it, because I've never done this before. I still have never done this before.
Okay, so what did you do?
And we chatted for a while. He described the things that he wanted, and we made the agreement. And he was supposed to disappear, be gone.
So what was the agreement?
I would make his body disappear. And we talked about, you know, several things. You know, what was I going to do? And part of it was the process of turning, you know, that what portions of his body couldn't be used or gotten. That there were certain things as far as turning his bones into bone meal and turning them into something that would grow tulips for his family. He says, my family will never know that it's me.
He was framing the agreement as Kevin wanted to die, that it was an assisted suicide. They had conversations about how he could die and what would happen after he died.
I felt, you know, he's murdered this person, and now he's certainly distancing himself.
I actually texted a friend. I killed Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon is my hero.
Did you do this by yourself? You didn't have help?
I did it all by myself. I mean, it was during that evening, and then after he was, and I don't know, it's just flat out fact, is that after he was dead, he was hanging, I was done for the night, and it was then that I started to do what I told him I was going to do. It was the new moon, and in honoring my word to what I said I would do, that was when I took I cut them out, and I took them upstairs and I ate them.
Definitely wasn't prepared for that. Fortunately, I was able to keep my composure for the most part, but I think that my stomach was turning right about that time.
Am I going to be able to go back home and take care of the dog, or do you not know, or what?
I'd like to take pictures of your hands and your forearms. Just get photographs.
Oh, okay. Well, at this point, we are going to put you back in that cell there. And under the circumstances, you're going to be going to jail tonight until so we can figure out exactly what the prosecutor wants to do. All right?
At that point, I have nothing left to speak about with Mark. I felt that I had everything that I could give to the prosecutor pertaining to his interview or interrogation. So I ended the interview.
This is one of the most brutal, horrific murders I've seen, not only in this county, but in the state.
As someone who works with survivors of sexual violence, I think it's really important that we never victim blame. It was not Kevin's fault that this happened. We can do everything right and protect ourselves in the best ways possible, but at the end of the day, it is the perpetrator who caused that to happen.
Still to this day, it's hard. Sometimes I feel like it's not real, and I just want everyone to think of rainbows when they think about Kevin, because that's what he was.